And more developments coming in from Iran, where a country's foreign ministry there denying carrying out attacks on Turkiye. It has denied carrying out attacks on Turkiye, Cyprus and Azerbaijan, in fact. On the news that's just coming in, Iran's foreign ministry has denied carrying out attacks on Turkey, Cyprus and Azerbaijan. The country has denied any sort of diplomatic efforts as well to ease the ongoing war. The foreign ministry spokesman has said that there is no point of talks about anything but retaliation against the attacks carried out by the US and Israel. So that's the word coming in right now from Iran. The country, in fact, has it has said that attacks on Turkey, Cyprus and Azerbaijan are false flag operations, it alleges. Earlier, remember, Turkey confirmed that the ballistic missile that was downed by NATO air defenses over the eastern Mediterranean originated from Iran. In another attack on the 2nd of March, a British military base in Cyprus was struck by an Iranian-made drone. Azerbaijan also reported drone attacks on an airport terminal. Earlier, Iran also denied attacking Saudi Aramco sites, along with various attacks attributed to the IRGC across Gulf countries, taking a swipe at European nations, also accusing them of creating conditions for US and Israeli attacks on Iran instead of upholding the rule of law, is what he said.
European countries have unfortunately helped create these conditions. Instead of insisting on the rule of law, instead of standing up to the bullying and excesses of the United States, they spoke and agreed with them in the UN Security Council.
All right, so given those developments, a lot to unpack at this point. Let's just get in Dr. Elizabeth Kendall, a West Asia analyst and the head of the Gerson College at Cambridge University, with us at this point. Thanks very much for being here. I have to begin by asking you for your assessment of what's been happening between the US and the UK specifically as well, and the escalating attacks. Now, Donald Trump's jibe also talking about how countries don't need to join the war when it has already been won, is what Trump has said. I'm just quoting. Don't need people who join wars after we've already won, in an apparent swipe at the UK as well.
Yes, our Prime Minister, Sir Keir Starmer, has been the subject of significant criticism by the US President. What his cautious approach is meeting with over here in the UK generally is much more positive. We don't mind having a Prime Minister who's cautious with foreign wars. And I do think that the way in which there's been a conflation between not wanting to leap directly into this war and somehow conflating that with support for the Iranian regime and its killing of protesters is frankly ridiculous and is perceived as such over here. As for Donald Trump's comment that the UK is now joining a war that it's already won, I think everybody recognises that this is the US president's style. He lashes out, but it's very clear to everybody, both in the UK and in the US, who is deeply watching this war, that it's very far from being won, and that UK involvement is still of value in the sense that the UK is getting involved to assist its own its Gulf allies, and also to be of assistance to the US if necessary.
Right. Iran now has a new supreme leader. What's your reaction to that appointment?
I think the election of Mujtaba al-Khamenei is a signal that the regime is entrenching and that the hardliners are winning through, at least at the moment. So what it suggests is that the decapitation exercise undertaken by the United States and Israel was very risky, and that a worse situation than one was before the Ayatollah Ali Khamenei was assassinated. So I think that this war will have a run. As we know, there are roundabout of succession in the Iranian leadership, and we can call succession martyrdom. People are willing to die. This is a hardline regime. They are ideologically driven, and they're supported by massive military power, albeit the strikes on Iran have done some damage. Nonetheless, we are talking about an army that's almost 500,000 men strong, and we're talking about the IRGC that's around about 200,000 men. So well over 500,000 people to contend with, as well as new types of warfare. Many of these kinds of warfare are as yet not that tested, with the US and its allies, drone warfare, drone boats in the Straits of Hormuz. So this is a significant challenge, and it is likely to be prolonged by Iran in the hope that it can exhaust the United States.
All right, we're leaving it there for the moment. Thanks very much for being here and sharing those perspectives as we continue to monitor the latest coming in. Of course, fast-paced developments in terms of what's happening in West Asia. In fact, as the war continues to rage on in the latest, the Trump administration also facing questions over its objectives.